Greetings over the diaspora for those that don't speak the languages that we speak. Welcome back to another episode. I did not intend on doing an episode, but yeah, I think I'm in the spirit, so let me just do it now. So I just shout out to me. Actually, I've had like a very testing and trying week, but shout out to me. I made it through. I managed to show up and stuff. So shout out to me. I just came back from my grandmother's funeral, and it's grandmother by virtue of all black people are related. And all baby people are related, but I'm kidding. No, she's really a grandmother of mine, but she's not the grandmother that birthed my mother. Yeah, but I just came back from the funeral, and yeah, I was in church. I was in church, did not burn, and yeah, so this is a church where, yeah, I was born go that church, but yeah, and it's man, building fan ko kerekeng. But anyway, we're gonna speak about that. But yeah, I want us to speak about like the importance of family and show like it was a very beautiful send off. It was a really beautiful send off. The yeah, man, what's again? Yeah, never been with my grandparents. So this late grand and then my grandmother and grandfather, the ones that run direct, well, not direct, but close by in the blood. Yeah, she had a beautiful send off from from church people, her neighbors, her and even the grandkids, babuileng, her direct grandkids, babuileng. And I probably will be something that we'll cover like episodes in the week and stuff, but the importance of family and how everybody just wants or gravitates towards that or has a longing for that. That is why some of us, we even form families outside of like our biological families, because that communalness thingy. And then I want us also to talk also how yeah, I think I've elevated enough where I'm not angry about church anymore. I don't come how we come gang, how we come. But yeah, like I see why some people stay there, and I see like the sort of importance of it. But yes, we could have done without, but I see how like it's just communal work, just as much as how I could say the 15 the one I could say but they dress up because for them maybe a social event. But we're gonna talk about that and church and Christianity more and but it's like it's such a vibe. I enjoyed myself, and yeah, I guess fortunately unfortunately even the recent funeral we went to with my friends, I think it was a background because nani gets about the hela, but yeah, even though maybe I don't sing them the correct lyrics. But yeah, it was a dope send off. But church, why do I feel that the Holy Spirit is here? Why do I feel why do we resonate with music? And I want to take it from a music element or but frequency. Why do we jam full so? But I understand why people still stick to church, even though after church we are misbehaving and doing other things. Some people actually even did it go church. But anyway, that is stuff that we're gonna address. The social issues that we talk about, because the concentration camp stuff, right? But what I wanted to talk about though today, and I feel that it's either I'm a robot or AI is dangerous, because these are things that were in my thoughts. So I don't think I'd had my phone anyway more like my mic is recording and then I'm getting recommendations as well. But on my timeline, there's a lot of talk of forgiveness. There's a lot of talk of like everything that gets recommended, give forgiveness. And then one that I saw today that I was preparing when I was preparing for the funeral was how do you forgive yourself when you're the perpetrator of the hurt, when you've hurt somebody that you love very much, and I don't know, does anybody suffer from this as well? So I know I personally suffer from forgiving self. And there's the clip that I saw this morning, so this rising, so this guy was saying to the other guy, Hore, like there's no way you're gonna be able to forgive anybody else if you can't forgive yourself. And I was like, ding 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 ding, that is my plug, because I felt and it comes got people pleasing. So I've had like 4 shrinks in my life, 4 or 5 or 6 shrinks in my life, maybe 7 haki include the recent psychedelic therapy that I went on, and like now I get what Shaman Lwazi was saying. Also I get how may home how it's not a healed thing, but it's a healing thing, as much as we come ribo yeah to go share work whatnot, but I think now my ego is low enough to say angaka be grand, like everywhere, like it is. I'm still a work in progress. Like so fihle mo tshwantseng ke fihle teng, clearly, and I digress, commanders. I digress. But yes, what I wanted to share, yes, the forgiveness thing. So timeline, ke kopana le another clip now. Yeah, Gogomo, she's also in the Toza space, one of the prominent ones, the ones that gave the light to African spirituality and stuff. And this clip, she's saying in this clip how being human involves a lot of mistakes, and if you don't know how to forgive yourself, there's no way you're gonna be able to live that human experience. But the thing is that you need to learn from that experience, otherwise you're bound to repeat this. And I was like, damn, this is exactly me. This is my suffering. This is my my patterns that I keep repeating, and I remember when I was still young, when my aunt sent me for anger therapy, for anger counseling, my shrink was dealing with my anger issues, because I remember I snapped one and I could never unsnap again. So I was raised by my parents, but their parenting style was very different from the parenting style that I knew as a child, right? So yeah, there was bound to be a lot of friction, and also got more embarking, the hormone are kicking in and stuff like that. So I remember I rebelled so hard more. I remember like I even shook. That's how the suppressed anger, yeah, but it snap, and I could never unsnap. Unfortunately, I did not kill anybody. I did not unalive anybody. But I've always said, if I don't deal with this thing, I definitely know I might be part of the system, incarceration. So anyway, I go to therapy. So the one thing that my aunt said, and I remember I was still a child, that I remember she said, when we're angry, we always wanna hurt the other person more than they're hurting us. And then as I'm growing, also it's a thing I'm rationalizing. When you are, the body will always protect itself, right? And I think I've made this example, I don't know if in real life convo or if I did it on camera, but when you are, the body will always protect itself, right? So when somebody hurts you in a way, you being angry, or you being meaner, or you going more below the belt, there is another form of protection. But unfortunately it's so destructive, and with me, it got to a point where like I lost something very important to me, something very crucial, something very important, because in me wanting to protect myself, I became like this monster. And the things that I said, like I cringed so hard thinking, oh my god, I can't believe that I said this, because remember I said, like I thought I would be part of the people that are because of anger. And oh yes, why I'm saying this, so like I literally see red. I see red, I'm unconscious, then add liquor into the mix here. Yeah, like not a good combo, and that like being Costa, something very, very important to me, like a connection, like a very, very important, but we live and learn. So I struggled and I cringed for the longest. How did I? Until now, clearly this is another project of mine, clearly this is like another I know we haven't done a full episode yet, the shadow work, but when I tap into the topic of shadow work, maybe this is something that I will address, how you don't discard your shadow character. You don't discard your shadow character, but it's something that you need to raise vibration at thing. It's something that you need to embrace and to love, and deal with. But you can't kill it. If you're trying to kill it, this is you just that word that's gonna get me banned. If you try to suppress it and not deal with it, it's gonna bubble, and I think with this experience and the conversations I've been having with my friends a lot, and how for me it would delve to like a lot of things selling fear-based, and even something like recently, my last shrink, the shaman was saying, okay, why don't you want to do this? Okay, you need to forgive yourself. And I did not understand that handle, to a point more. I think Harabeke, maybe 3 days ago or something, I asked my friends, okay, what is the active step of forgiveness, but I hadn't gotten the barrier. If you don't forgive yourself, you don't know how to forgive anybody else, because Kiboni, how I reacted was because either I was harboring a lot of things that I did not say, or a lot of anger that I said, no, I forgave this situation, but why am I still so triggered by the situation, to a point where when I'm angry, where I'm feeling like this fear feeling, now I tap into that. Unfortunately, it's something that will destroy, and my one friend was saying to me, no, but like, Gogi, you need to forgive yourself, because now you're also attracting that, you and feeling abandoned, you feeling this, you feeling that. That is what you're gonna attract, whether in work, whether in partnerships and business and relationships. You're gonna keep attracting that if you don't deal with that, so basically, like, okay, she was not saying get over it, but like, don't mask it, don't sweep it under the carpet, kind of thing, and I went deep down the rabbit hole. From, I'd really love somebody who maybe is a money coach, because as much as, like, I say with, like, I know therapy talk, mara clearly limited blind still, I know therapy talk, I know the terms, I know this is toxic, I know the talk, but when I need to remain conscious, to tap into maybe what I've learned, to tap into this, or to actually deal and release something, maybe it's something I'm still battling with and I'm still failing for. So I'd really love for those, maybe a money coach, to help us, because as much as I say, oh no, money's energy, money flows, but I recognize it's a how, also because I have not managed to balance my energies, if we're taking it binary, like my masculinity and my femininity, so much that in terms of money, I operate from like a very masculine point of view, if I can say that. So if there is a money coach, but that's another topic for another day, but back on forgiveness. So, so this is gonna be my active project now. This is, what's working? The allocate that you fail, you're thinking, I'm done, but then there was something else that you need to deal with, something that you did not deal with, or something that you thought that you dealt with, and then about that. So also, why I mentioned the funeral and what that. So that was also the theme that I got from Kokereke Kwale Horino. Why does it need us to go spotong and share beer for us to twarelana and whatnot, But at times also what's this? Yeah, but these are, you know how I feel about and alcohol and stuff. Even though I keep repeating I am a drinker, but yeah, there are social problems when it comes to liquor and stuff. But yeah, we'll expand on this, we'll expand more on this. But yeah, this is me saying, yeah, Shem, I think what's like elevated enough, way I don't feel angry because I'm like, I'm in church, or I'm having issues with people that are jamming, babinadi. And how this topic is clearly something that we need to go into a lot, and then there's also a friend of mine. He's got a podcast, Daily link something, so he's got a podcast, Libon and forgiveness, and I'm like, okay, this is something maybe I actually need to look into, so as me starting the new year, this is me saying, I'm going into the shadows again. This is something I need to learn how to forgive myself. So if anybody also has recommendations, can you teach me about forgiveness as a concept, but specifically forgiving self, because I know if I'm able to forgive myself, if I'm able to show myself kindness and love and grace and whatnot, then I'm able to show the next person, like the whole concept of self-love. If you can't love yourself, how can you love somebody else? So I think it goes God forgiveness too, So happy today. Thank you for those who did recommend and send links and whatnot. This is an active project that I'm on. Yes, I am good. Like Bona, my mother's petticoat F1 life important, but yes, I'm choosing to rise. I'm choosing to attend. Okay, no, what is this triggering? What is this needing to be attended to, and that is what I had to share. Happy today. And if you guys do relate, if you guys know how you healed from a certain thing, how do you forgive yourself, especially when you are in the wrong? How do you forgive yourself? And for those also that I've struggled forgiving, and I've actually said it with my mouth, this and that, and for those I thought, vengeance, I don't know, I still a little bit believe in vengeance, But yeah, for those that I did not forgive actively, and I said I did, for those that I struggle in forgiving and feeling conscious and not conscious of, or maybe I did not forgive you, I am sorry. I am really sorry. You are my working project too. I'm sure it's going to be triggered when I'm doing my meditation, and I will be sending you the light and the love and the askisi from there. And so like kuyakula, siyakula, sisakula kakhulu. So happy today. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for my friends and your wisdom as well, and loving me through that, loving me when I don't know how to love myself, and knowing that you did make a mistake. And yeah, there I go, being emotional. But yeah, I lost my grand, guys. Okay, happy today.